Yo, it's your boy Obley, and today we're just gonna be doing yet a number. Number or number, what I just said. Well, another My Hero What If. This is What If Deku had Combo Star, Part 2. So I'll start off with Deku going to his class and hmm, having Aizawa saying that he's not gonna be teaching them today, or he is. They're just gonna be some company. And that's where they hear the footsteps of, you know, All Might running at top speeds. Not really, but he's running pretty fast. And he says, well, I'm basically, walking through the door like a normal person. And even though he's really not walking, everybody's like, oh, it's All Might. And Deku's like, yeah, it's All Might. And he explains the assignment for the hero versus villains, and he sets up all of the matches, I guess. And it's the same teams. It's the same teams. So Deku and Uraka versus Bakugo and Ida, which is a horrible matchup if you really think about it. Ida and Bakugo already didn't get along, and Deku versus Bakugo, which they don't get along either. Like y'all try to get something to happen. Well, no. Once they wait the 5 minutes to get inside of the building, for the villains to set up, Uraka would be like, so the plan is to wait for Bakugo to come downstairs because he knows that Bakugo is gonna go after him, and he knows that he's gonna attack him. And I'll just say that Bakugo would know that he's gonna come at him, but he won't try to attack Deku because he knows if he does try to, the commandment of love, it would basically stop him from moving at all. It would stop him from moving, so he won't be able to do anything. So all he really needs to do is capture him, or just try to get him to stop trying to get up to the fifth floor, which is gonna be half. It's gonna be hard, not half. It's gonna be hard because Deku's fast, and he can't really attack him to stop him. And Ida's like, wait, what's the plan? And Bakugo's just trying to make sure that he gets Deku out of the way. Because he knows that Deku is the real problem here. Once he gets to Deku, because they're already halfway up, they're on the third floor, he said, there you are, Deku, and tries to capture him. Because there's really no way for him to really attack him without the commandment of love, um, activating on its own. And that's when Deku's surprised. I didn't think he was going to learn his lesson. And that's when Deku can just run around and fight back because Bakugo can't do anything towards him. This is basically Deku just bodying Bakugo because Bakugo can't do anything. And to the point where, Deku's just playing with him, and Bakugo would get even more angry that he can't catch him, and Deku's just landing these hard hitting hits, and he's like, "Nah, son, this ain't it, Chief. This ain't it, man." That's when he finally does use his explosions, and he has worked on his explosions to the point where it's a lot faster, and they can activate a lot faster, and they're a lot stronger and bigger, and he has more energy to use them over the 10 months. So his quirk has become better. the commandment love does stop him, and the attack is so fast that the commandment love would stop him, but it wouldn't stop the attack in time. So the attack would still go off, and since Bakugo has been basically stopped, or yeah, stopped multiple times, he really just doesn't. He really he it happened to him so much that he can kind of break out of it after like 40 seconds. I'll give him that, 40 seconds. So by the time of the 40 seconds, Deku would already be at the fourth floor, about to get into the fifth floor. That's when Bakugo would use his AP shot at the ground to basically make him get up there. And I'm gonna say that Deku has trained so much since he won't have all one for all. Because I didn't want to give him the commandment to where if somebody lied to him in his presence, they would turn into stone. Because he would have to lie and tell everybody in the class that he doesn't have a quirk. So if I did give him one for all, like that wouldn't really work out. He would just turn to stone in front of everybody. So yeah. So Deku would have that commandment. He would slowly be able to work up to get the other commandments. And that's where, Bakugo would outright say, I'm gonna kill you. And that's where Bakugo would turn to stone. Because Bakugo would always say the death threats. But since, he can't really kill him, it's basically a lie. So since him lying in his presence, he would turn to stone. So everybody's like, what? Yo, this kid's powerful. Wait a minute, did he even do it? So they don't even know what's going on at this point. And once he gets to the fifth floor for Uraraka is already, it's already, well, he's in the middle of smacking Ito with the pillar like she does in the anime, and touching the bomb. So she touched the bomb, and the hero team wins. Everything else goes as per normal for that day, and Aizawa, at the end of the day, tells them about the USJ and how and all about that. So basically, that's it for that. So the next day, I'm just gonna time skip to the next day because I'm trying to get this over with. For the next day, Deku would basically be Deku would be in the class with the rest of the kids, and that's where Aizawa would say, okay, we about to leave in like 10 minutes for the USJ. So yeah. And once they do pile up to the bus, they would ask about the quirks. This is what I was worrying about, because if Deku lied, he would turn into stone if I gave him that commandment. So yeah. Deku doesn't lie because he truly does not have a quirk, because he doesn't have one for all. So Deku would say he doesn't have a quirk, and it's like, but then really, how did you turn Bakugo into stone and make him stop like that? He says, I don't know, it just randomly happens. It's like, it's still not a quirk. We tested it multiple times. It's still not a quirk. He says, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. It's just a random phenomenon that just keeps on happening. And once they get to the USJ, because there's really nothing else to talk about, once they get to the USJ, I don't know, somebody in the class, or I'm just gonna say Moneta in the class, oh, cool, they even got fake villains. And because there's a portal with people coming out of them, so you would assume that this is all planned out. Now, Zara was like, the fuck is that kid talking about? He's retarded or something? And that's when he looks and just sees, multiple, just sees like a portal with villain looking people coming outside of them. And he's like, "This ain't it, Chief. This ain't it, man. Back up, man." He basically tell 13 to get the kids and run. But, before 13 could even do anything, the portals would basically teleport everybody to different places. And Deku would sense this at the last moment, so he would move. But since the portal was coming from the ground, he would get captured in it, and with he would basically be with Froppy, and Mineta. I think that's the only people he was with. So yes, those three, and they basically do the same thing. Mineta uses his quirk ba- to throw the sticky balls in the water so they can get stuck by it. And Deku just uses a well, actually, he can't use the flick smash. So let's just say they tried to use their quirk. Well, actually, they lie and say they're gonna kill him, and he says okay, and and that's when they all turn to stone temporarily. But if you're stone and you're in the water, you're probably you're just gonna drown know once you're not stone. So those guys are dead. There's no way they're coming back. So basically everything else goes as pure normal, and Deku goes to help, I say the whole class, because the whole class should have been helping against the Nomu, and would have got the whole thing over with. So the whole class are going to fight these villains. And that's when like, fuck. Bring out the Nomu. We ain't doing all this, man. We have to murk these kids fast. Where's All Might? Where is he at? And that's when Ida, moves fast enough to get All Might. But how All Might came way too late. So yeah, the rest of the class has to go off and fight the Nomu and you know the rest of the villains. So it's basically Bakugo, Deku, and Todoroki. Who else is strong in the class? I don't know. Guess those are the only people that actually matter. So they're all going to attack the Nomu, but with no prevail because he has shock absorption. So he can just any hit that he is taking, he has shock absorption. And that's when Deku thinks, wait, combo star. And Deku would get into a position that he uses combo star in. I don't know, just some random fighting position. And he basically has his arms crossed and right he just runs at the Nomu, and they're like, "What are you doing? That won't work." And that's when, cause they don't know that he has combo star. He hasn't used it yet, and that's when time. Since he's punching so fast that it seems like time literally stopped. So he's just like literally bodying the Nomu. You know, he like he usually is using all of his power. So instead of just 200,000 hits, it was 300,000 hits. I don't know. I'm just trying to up his power for right now, and he's just going hard on his Nomu. Since he's doing all this so fast that his we, his regeneration, the Nomu's regeneration won't work in time because he's getting destroyed like this. So it just won't even work in time. and the shock absorption is not really working because how fast the punches are going. And that's when he knocks Inomu out of the USJ. And Shigaraki's like, Nani? That was supposed to be All Might. This some bullshit, man. I'm tired of you. And he just leaves out the portal. That's all I have for this one, but there is going to be a part 3, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed.